and welcome to Rowena May Inspired. My name is Kelly. If you're seeing that red like button at the top, that means you're catching me live. If not, leave a comment below. You know the word. Hashtag replay, so I give you an extra special shout out when I'm no longer live. Let's see if we can get some friends to jump on and join us today as we craft with Craft Around the Clock and Down on the Farm. Hello, friends. Say hello when you pop on so I know who's there. Oh, I guess I better get the computer up and running here so I can see who's here. Hello, hello. Well, hold please. Oh, here I am. Here I am. Hello, Miss Sandy. How are you? Whoa. Hush, hush. Jeez, oh, Pete. Hello, Miss Connie. You guys, you gotta love when you try to open up. See, there it goes again. What's it doing? Hello, Miss Penny and Miss Tina, Miss Michelle, Miss Amy. See when it does pop up, everybody's there, and I just can't see all of you. Thank you guys for joining me for Craft Around the Clock. You guys, we're gonna do a cute craft. I mean, I think it's gonna be cute. Hello, Miss Misty. You get to watch 10 minutes. Hurry, you're in the car line. Oh my goodness, school's back in session. Hello, Miss Lana and Miss Tracy. Okay, you guys. This week on Craft Around the Clock is Down on the Farm. And I was laying in bed last night. Hello, Mother. Everybody say hello to Mother. I was laying in bed last night trying to figure out what am I going to do for Down on the Farm. And I thought about it all day today. And I just couldn't, something was on my mind and I just couldn't figure out what it was. Well, my dad used to be a farmer. I'm just gonna say it. He was a farmer, and my dad passed away in 2020. And I have the last pocket. My mom has the other pocket at her house. I have the other pocket from one of his pairs of bibs that I have left. So, because it's Down on the Farm week, I'm gonna make myself a craft with his pocket, the other pocket, using some of these cool little corn pieces from. These are like, I think these are like yard stake thingies from Dollar Tree. And some flowers and all kinds of cuteness because it's going to probably be sitting back here behind me because it's going to stay in my craft room. Hello, Miss Mary, Miss Ann, and Miss Penny. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys all for being here. Let's draw a name before we get started. Mary Ferguson. And we need to draw one more. Raven Riggs. Hold on. I only have a pen. Keep it in mind. Tell me who it is because I'm going to forget. Raven Riggs, Mary Ferguson. Okay, hold on. Talk about not being ready. Jeez, oh Pete. Raven. Okay, are we good? 25, 30, 35. I think we gotta draw one more. Oh, we gotta draw two more. Miss Debbie Branch. And one more. Miss Anna Christopher. Your name just popped up when I did that. Okay, are we good? We're good. Let's get started. Okay, you guys, I have this board. Hello, Miss Karen. You like this idea, Mom? I knew you would. Okay, I got this big board. I don't even know where this came from. You guys, I go around my craft room, and it's literally like Duck, Duck, Goose. I'm like, wait, do you remember that game, Duck, Duck, Goose? Okay, let's see, 12. I'm going to say roughly this board is 12 by 16. I don't know where I got this. But it's one of those things where I'm going around the craft room, and I'm like, what can I use? Duck, Goose, you're in. Hello, Miss Sheila, how are you? You know, that's how I feel. Plus, I really need to do some work down here with this craft room because I'm getting scratches on my legs because I'm starting to like have so much stuff around me. Hello, Miss Shelley, first time watching from Pennsylvania. You guys, welcome Miss Shelley to our page. Yeah, Duck, Duck, Goose. You do Duck, Duck, Goose every day? Okay, you guys, we're gonna use Waverly Fern because not only was my dad a farmer, but he was a John Deere green man, okay? He was John Deere green, okay? So we're gonna do John Deere, well, Fern is the closest to John Deere green we're gonna get here because I thought that was a good color. So let me get a brush. I had a brush picked up that I wanted to use. Well, I mean, I had this dream that I had a little Dusty or Little Hickabilly from Lizzie and Aaron, but I can't find it. So we're just gonna pour some of this out here because we got a big surface to cover here and we need a bigger brush. Hello, Miss Rosemary. Okay, so let's see how this goes. And it's gonna be willy-nilly because, you know, painting is not always thrilling to watch somebody do. But so did y'all have a good day today? It's Monday. I remembered it's Monday all day today. Monday. Went to work. Didn't want to be at work. Thinking about my craft in the back of my head, you know. Hello. You missed the beginning. Can't wait to see what you're going to do. Well, Miss Leanne. You guys, Miss Leanne from Dita's Crafts and Creations. I call her a friend because she is a crafty friend and a crafty sister with Craft Around the Clock. But I have a pocket for my dad's bibs that I'm going to use on this craft. It's going to be for me. So I'm doing the John Deere green paint right now. You guys are looking like a hot mess, isn't it? They're like, oh Lord, look at her paint. Look at her go here with her crusty little chippy brush. I really wanted to find little Hickabilly. I don't know, he got lost in the move. I have to find him. After, you guys, I'm doing a craft show this weekend, and after the craft show, I have one more in a couple weeks, but I think after this one this weekend, at least I can start getting a little bit more organized. I've been crafting up a storm. You guys have been seeing me post pictures on my page when I do some things, and it's because I'm like, oh, check this one out. What do you think about this one? Oh, I kind of like this. Do you like it? I don't know. Oh, Miss Cheryl, you're doing your live. You're going live. Well, I'll be. I don't know, what time did you say? 11 a.m. I'll be working, but I'll have to watch the replay. That's the beauty of Facebook, is go back and watch the replay. Okay, what are you guys thinking about this green? Now, I'm sure when this green dries, it's not going to be as John Deere-ish green as it's looking right now, because it's like really bright, because you know how paint is, it dries and it gets usually lighter, you know. So we'll see how it goes here though. Hello, Miss Chilla, how are you? You have one this weekend too. You're taking it a little more chill this year. You did one last year. I know, you know what? Look, I feel like the closer you get to a craft show, the more stressed you get. Like, plus the fact that we moved this year and everything was packed and I didn't have time to be working on crafts. I feel like I'm way behind. But then I found a couple bins of completed crafts I have still from last year. So I'm like, well, these are still cute. Well, dang, look at these little cuties. Okay, so here's one coat. We're gonna go ahead and dry this, and then I'll hit the sides. Not gonna worry about the back. Thank you for sprinkling, because for me, and I don't have to finish the back. Now you're humming John Deere. I know. I was like, John Deere green. Oh, what was it? Billy Bob Loves Charlene. And I don't know why when I started to think about that song. See, I'm from a small town. Hello, Miss Mary. First time well, welcome, Miss Mary. Welcome. Glad you were here. I'm from a small town with a water tower, so I totally thought about you know, the whole writing on the water tower. You guys liking this green? So I think it's, well, maybe this is going to be a little bit darker. Look at it. It's looking darker than I anticipated, but I don't know. I thought does the paint usually dry lighter? Is it dry? You guys, am I way behind on my nobody's telling me. Kathy, I'm not seeing you throwing up the numbers at me. Hold on, let me, or I'm ignoring you. It's possible. It's very possible. Miss Karen Boring. Here, I'll try to keep this moving and do this at the same time. This is like rub your belly, pat your head. Miss Chilla Hicks. Where are we at? 55. I gotta draw two more. Miss Leanne. Let's see, number 60. Let's see where we're at with number 60. Miss Marilyn Jenkins. So if you're new to my page, welcome. You know what, Miss Marilyn? I started to write Rowena May. In case you said hello, because I was going to tell you. If you're new to my page, my name is actually Kelly. My page is named after my grandmother's. Hello, Miss Ava. mom's name was Rowene, and my dad's mom's name was Rena May. So I took the names and put them together and came up with Rowena May. All right, you guys, we're gonna hit this just a little bit more right on the edges here where we might see it. Like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect because it's gonna be mine, and I'm probably gonna do a little bit of you know, sanding it down a little bit because I like that rough exterior. Well, welcome, Miss Rhonda. So you guys, let me know if you're new here. Let me know where you're watching from. I am in Battle Creek, Michigan. Cereal City, what we're known for, which actually I think maybe that should change to I shouldn't say this, but it really should probably change to Weed City because marijuana is legal in Michigan now, and we have like one road in our town. It's like a main road, and there are so many. They call it the marijuana mile. So maybe we should be known as that. I don't know. It seems like we're like one of those cities in the state that has the most. Maybe next to Ann Arbor, you know, like crazy. But anyway, no, we're the Cereal City. Our Post and Kellogg's is here. My dad retired from Post. My grandpa retired from Post. My uncle retired from Post. You got arthritis, so you misspelled it. Oh. Well, welcome everyone. I hope you decide to hit follow. Come back. We have a good time here, I think. I started crafting during COVID when before I was married to my husband. You know, he was at his house, I was at my house. We spent, you know, some time apart, and I needed a little hobby, and I found crafting on Facebook, and I was like, what is this? What is this goodness? And then, you know, Dollar Tree was one of those stores that, stayed open because it has food, you know, so it's one of those essential stores. So, not, you know, I was kind of a bad girl, and I would go up to the Dollar Tree and, you know, not necessarily buy food, but, you know, I restock my craft supplies, you know, because I was getting all into this whole crafting thing. And then that was like in March of 20, you know, when we all got locked down. And by October 19th, and yeah, I am good at entertaining, right? Anything, it's a free show or 45 minutes of, I'm never getting that time back, right? What was I saying? You know, I'll lose my train of thought. That's why it's hard for me to talk, craft, and read comments at the same time. I mean, I try my best, but I usually forget what I'm talking about. Anyway, October 19th, I started my page. So on October 19th this year, my page will be 2 years old. And you guys, I haven't mentioned this at all, but I am just probably about 300 people away from 5,000 followers. So I am totally excited about that because I don't craft a lot. I mean, as much as I would love to. So to have 5,000 followers, that's so exciting to me. So I thank you all for being here. Thank you all for coming back. You felt guilty buying craft supplies. I mean, I know. I wore my mask. I kept the distance. I may have bought a candy bar while I was, you know, like, it's food, right? Oh, Lord, my mom is so proud, just so you know. Just so you know. Oh, goodness. Okay, you guys, we're almost done here. I know painting is like stick in the eye, right? Stick in the eye, but it has to be done. I mean, I guess I could have done it ahead of time, but I needed to fill the spot. Ooh, I got green paint everywhere. Ooh, hot mess. Okay, let me take a wipe real quick. Oh, thank you, Miss Leanne. Oh, I love your crafting style too, man. I was looking at your go big or go home stuff, and I was like, oh, and those scarecrows. I don't have the pickets, but I have some wood that looks like that. Sorry, you guys, I got green everywhere. I'm crazy. So I might try that. I might actually try that. Okay, get rid of that. Let's actually get this green brush out of here because this could be disastrous because it's green everywhere. Okay, here's our board. Okay, I'm gonna take a sanding sponge real quick. I'm just gonna, I need some new sanding sponges, you guys. I was busy working over the weekend with some orange. I'll probably get orange because I'm just gonna take it to the edges. That's usually where I like to hit it. I'm gonna go right over the top of it a little bit. I know it's an annoying sound, but it's a crafty necessity to get a little rough. My husband always says, why do you paint and then take it off? Well, because I like that look. Hello, Miss Rhonda. Oh, we're at 80. Whoops. Did I fall behind again? 65, 70, 75. Oh my goodness. I gotta draw 4 names. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me just go over this real quick because I think I'll just leave it like that. You guys, that's kind of cool looking. Can you see that? It kind of looks kind of wavy. I kind of like that. All right. Probably why, because I didn't dry the edges. Probably where all this paint's coming from. Is that what you guys are seeing? Okay. Okay, Miss Rhonda Swift. You are the next on the list. If I draw your name twice, I mean, if I call your name twice, it's just the luck of the scroll. Miss Ann Hoff. Miss Ava Jones. I gotta do one more. I gotta do one more. One more. Miss Karen Hensley. Sorry. Oh my God. I think I inhaled some paint. I probably need one of those masks. Miss Karen Hensley. Okay, I got your names down. Okay, I think I'm caught up now. Hello, Miss Karen. How are you? Okay, so we've got our board. Let me cover the green paint. Good gravy here. Pay attention. Pay attention. Please spill your green paint. So you guys, are there any Game of Thrones fans out there? Please tell me if there are any of you out there. I'm not going to say I'm really like a super fan. Oh, Lord have mercy. Where'd my laptop go? My laptop just died. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to look to see what. Hold on just a second, you guys. I'm not going to say I'm a super fan of Game of Thrones, but a new version or a new, I don't know what happened. This laptop makes me mad. Hello, Miss Sharon. I gotta look up like this, you guys. You never seen it? Okay, it's come back. I don't know. My laptop just literally shut off. I don't know. Maybe I didn't have my charging cord in right, or maybe the charger's not connected. Anyway, last night, this new season started. Oops, hold on. Or new series, I should say. And we stayed up and watched it. And oh, for heaven's sakes, I don't think I'm going to get back in here. So I might just have to read the comments from above. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to look up here. You love Game of Thrones and the rest of the new series. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. So you guys, our pocket's going to go down here like this. Okay? So this is a pocket off my dad's bibs. Okay? My dad was a farmer. He was also, okay, my dad worked at Post. He, made the cereal at Post, right? For, I don't know, 30 years, a long time. He retired from Post, and then he went to work for his friend, Larry, and Trevor, his son Trevor, farming. My dad, he worked on like tractors and fix things, and he was just really handy. Like my dad's name was Dan. We called him Dan the Lawnmower Man. Well, House of Dragon, yes. I didn't really call my dad that, but that's what we would call him, because that's just seemed like a funny name to call him. Anyway, I mean, there were a lot of other names that probably he was called, but okay, you guys, we're gonna glue this pocket on here. But anyway, he loved farming. So like in the spring when it was time to plant, he loved that. In the fall when it was time to harvest, you know, my mom, she was their cook. She was retired too. She was their cook. She would, you know, take them food out to the field. She'd meet them whatever field. We're from a small town and, you know, a small area where you could be like, meet me at the Jones field. And, you know, Mom knew where the Jones field was because, you know, well, that's where old lady Jones lives. I don't know. I totally made that up. But, hello there, Miss Darche. How are you? Okay. So let's look at this corn here. We're gonna put some corn on here. So, anyway, this is like a tribute to my dad for myself. Okay, for myself. I'm being greedy. This one's for me. So I have these two. If you didn't see it from the beginning, these pieces of corn are from Dollar Tree. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna glue these on here. I'm just gonna sit them on here for a minute and see. But I'm gonna put some flowers in here. So I might wait to put those on here before I stuff some flowers in here. Because I want to put flowers in and I'm gonna put a saying up here at the top, okay? Hello, Miss Cindy. What? So I'm making this board. This is a board that has a pocket from my dad's bibs. And we're gonna put some flowers in there. And if you've been with me any length of time, you know I love sunflowers, but we're going with this kind of combination here because I like the sunflowers and fall. And you guys, I'm just lost without my laptop. I am honestly lost. I do not know what happened because it's hard for me to see. You're a little late. Hello, Miss Rita. But I don't know what happened here. I mean, technology, why do you fail me in the middle of a live? Why? Why? Oh, there it goes. Your Chromebook restarted unexpectedly. You're telling me. Oh, puppy stories. You know, the puppies got new, they got new lights for their dog run. So now, I don't let them out and like I can't see them. Now I can actually see them. So they got new lights for the dog run yesterday. So there's that, and there isn't really any news stories. Espen's still on her little girl phase, you know, her little lady phase. I told her she's a little lady now. She's not a stinky girl, she's a stinky lady now. Okay, here I am again. Let me mute myself because I'm gonna start talking here in a second. Okay, so if I can get some comments to come up, that'll be great. Okay, there we go. Phew. Saved by the bell. Okay, so let me just shove some of these sunflowers in here because you guys know I love the sunflowers. I might end up gluing those down a little bit so they lay flat. But I'm just gonna stick some in here. And Miss Leanne, if you're still on, you guys, you really need to follow Miss Leanne, and she is amazing at her flower arranging. Me, not so much. Okay, let's do 3 because y'all will say, do 3. My sister always says, things have to be done in 3s. I'm like, yeah. I'm always a rule breaker. Okay, here's some of this, I don't know what this is, little bead stuff. We're just gonna stick this in here. I don't even know that I'm really gonna glue it, because if I don't glue it, that means I could change it, right? There's some of this. Some of this stuff came out of an arrangement that I got from my my sister's mother-in-law. She passed away, and I went through her craft room and got some stuff out of her craft room that they were nicely willing to let me have. Or yeah, so some of that stuff came out of there. I'm just trying to see where I can fit the corn in when I put these in here, because I don't want to forget about my corn. Well, hello, Miss Ellen from Just Do Odd Numbers. Yes, Just Do Odds. Yep, there we go. All right, I'm trying to decide if I like the corn. Maybe I need to do the corn. Maybe the corn needs to go down here like this, you guys. Or maybe I need to do like corn like this. What do you guys think about that? Maybe the corn looks better like that. Do you guys like that look? What do you think? I gotta keep track of time though. 5:09, what time did I come on? Okay, at 5:30. Okay, I just gotta pay attention. I'm getting a little, you guys look how cute these are. I don't know, these are cute. I don't know, maybe I won't be able to put all this stuff in here. It'll probably be too much, right? Too much. I like that though. Maybe I'll pull this one out. Maybe I don't like that one because I like this other one. Oh shoot, I cracked myself up. You guys, I did take a break today at work and put up I had some garland. So when I first started working where I work, I was like an admin role, and I used to decorate the desk, like, you know, so people would come in and like I was like a kind of like a secretary, but you know, you don't call them that, right? And now this is probably too big, but I'm gonna stick it in here because I want to see. Oh, that would be really cute, but it's gonna take the place of my wordage up here. Wordage. Maybe I could just pull off these leaves right here and use those. I like these. So I used to decorate. So I have this cupboard with all of these decorations. So nobody was there today. My coworker was on leave. The other coworker was working from home. I was like, I'm decorating while nobody's here. I think we'll put that one just right on the front there. So I put up some leaves on both sides. Try the corn on either side of the flowers. You mean on this side like that? That's how I had it. But I almost feel like I don't love that. I don't know why. Because I'm running out of room. That's probably why. All right, I think, okay, hold on you guys. I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna just glue this sunflower right here. Where are you from? You sound like us here in Montana. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I'm actually from Michigan. I have an aunt that lives in Montana. I do. My mom's second oldest sister lives in Montana. Okay, I want to put something else right here. And that might be enough, you guys, because I have to put a little word about, wait, what about crisscrossing the corn stem? You mean like down here like this? I thought about that, but I'm not sure how, unless well, hold on. You know, you think in your mind this is all going to work, right? But then you're like, I'm not sure how this is all going to work. All right, maybe we'll shove that underneath there. Bring this up a little bit there. Okay, hold on, let me hold this up a minute. You can really, okay. All right, I'm gonna put this sunflower, I'll put it back down just a second, you guys. I'm holding it up so I can, get a visual here. I'm gonna put some glue on this one, and this one's gonna go right on the pocket itself. Okay, I don't wanna put anything else up here, okay. Here's how it looks so far, okay? Now you're like, oh, there's a lot here, not here, but I have some stuff I want to put right here, okay? So I don't want to, hello, Miss Ellen, how are you? I don't want to put anything up there that will, Mathercorn, oh, I'm like, where's Mathercorn? All right, maybe you're right. Maybe I could do, okay, hold on. Maybe I could do this. What do you guys think about that? You guys like this? It's so country farmhousey. Okay, since this might work good like this because my E6000 has seen better days. So I could glue this to the fabric. So it might work a little bit. I might have to go back later on with some heavier glue. I don't know why I did that one first since this is on the bottom, but let's see how I can just do with getting these right into the corn itself. And then I think I can move them a little bit, but I kind of like this. You just do one corn. I should have, but I kind of like the orange and the yellow. I don't know why, I just do. I don't know why. All right, maybe I can put a little bit of glue underneath this leaf. Whoops. We're out of glue. Hold the press. Hold the press. All right, I hope I have time to do the top part. I don't know. Okay, hold that down. You guys like this? I'm excited. I'm excited about it. Okay, let me hold it up. I gotta be careful because I don't want my corn to go tumbling down. Okay? Hold my corn a little bit. Okay, so there it is like that. I think that's kind of cute. Now remember, this is just for me. So it's all good. It's all good. It's wonky like me. No, actually I like it. Okay, I'm gonna push this aside a little bit because I have to get to the part where I need to do the top part of it so we can have, you like both corns? Okay, you guys. So, if you've been with me for any length of time, you know that the night before my dad passed away, he wrote. He wasn't on Facebook very often, right? It was just, I don't know. He just was on Facebook. And he got on Facebook and we're not sure what he was trying to say, but when my sister and myself and my Trevor, which was the guy who was the farmer, who's his son, Trevor, that my dad worked for as well. Trevor's like a brother. We all were joking and asking, like, Trevor's like, you drinking? My dad didn't drink. So he's like, you drinking? And, you know, what are you trying to say? We're like, what in the earth? And my dad just simply commented, he said, I just meant life is good. Okay? The next day, my dad went to church with my mom. It was their first day back to church during COVID. Okay, you guys, I've got moon yellow and cadmium yellow. And it was their, the pieces of corn came from, oh, that's a pretty one. I think we'll use that one. Pieces of corn came from Dollar Tree. They have them out right now. Yeah, what do you guys think? You probably can't tell, but this is a lot brighter than this one. So I think I'm going to use, good Lord, I put the wrong cap on it. That one goes to that one. So, after we were joking with my dad about why, you know, what he said, that my mom and dad went to church the next day. And then later that night, my dad, he had a massive heart attack and passed away. So it was his first time back in church, you know, when they were home with COVID. And my dad was one of those ones that, you know, like, to be honest, he just wasn't a mask wearer. He was just one of those people. He wasn't, but COVID didn't take my dad. But he was just one of those people that he was like, I think my dad lived his life where if it was his time to go, it was his time to go. And, you know, he didn't live in fear. And so he was at church that day and he was hugging people. My dad was a hugger. My dad has nicknames. He had nicknames for all the ladies, all the men, all the kids, you know. If he liked you, you had a nickname. And my nickname was actually Edna, and you know my dog, my little wiener dog's name is Edna Mae. And so I know he would love Edna. She's crazy. He would just love her to pieces. So anyway, well, thank you. You know, it's hard. We miss my dad so much every day. There's something that reminds us of him every day, but I don't know, something inside me said that, you know, I mean, you know, God knows when it's your time, but it felt like maybe God was saving my dad from getting like a bad case of COVID or something, and it being like more of a like a struggle, because my dad was a smoker and he got bronchitis bad every winter. And I don't know, just with COVID and you know how it gets your lungs, and you know, I just felt like maybe there was a reason why it was that time. But only God knows, and we'll all see him again one day. So we've got our life is good, because that's what we have to remember. Life is good. We have to live it every day to the best that we can. some days, you know, I don't always do that. I don't always, I'm not always my best self, I guess, that, you know what I mean? Like, do you ever feel like you're like, man, I really could have been a better person today, you know? I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes you just have those thoughts. Just trying to do better. Thank you for sprinkling and spreading the joy. I appreciate that so much. Let me see if I don't think I need to draw any more names. You got up there. All right, let's see how these look. I don't think I need to get all fancy with them. If they're not finished on the edge, it's all good. It's all good. Hello, Miss Cindy. Hello, Miss Amy. All right, this one got a little, whoops, come back. And we're peeling these babies off here. We got 10 minutes. 10 minutes to get these on here. We can do that. Easy peasy. You think we all have those days? We all have those days. If we didn't, yes, we do. You know, it's just some days you just say, why? Like, you ever say something and you're just like, why did I say that? Like, I didn't mean that. I don't know why I said that. You know, just some days you just, we're human, right? We are human. Look at this. And then you can make your own tape. Okay, so we're going to put our cap on here. Well, thank you for watching, you guys. I'm so happy you're all here today, and I hope you're enjoying this craft. And you know, I'm not always this like kind of like all sappy and emotional, but you know, this. My dad. Oh my gosh. He's a hoot. He was a hoot. Almost forgot what I was trying to spell here. Okay, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna put this on here. Friday before my dad passed away, I was crafting. You guys some of you have heard this story before a couple times, I'm sure, because I tell it. I tell it all the time because it's just too funny. But I was making a craft one night, and okay, how should I do this, you guys? Should I put life is good like that? What are your thoughts? Life is hard, isn't it? Life is hard. Okay, I'm gonna hold that up and see. I mean, it probably needs to come up because it looks like it's not like I'm saying it like good is. You may need to go like that. What do you guys think about that? Hello, Miss Peggy. Does that look good? Oh, well, thank you. But anyway, I was crafting on the Friday night. So my mom and dad went to a concert down in Indiana, in Shipshewana, and they were on their way back. And I don't know if I was, Mom, you have to tell me, was I still live or was it, oh, no, it was late. No, I wasn't live. It was late and they were on their way home. And guys, this is some, I'm showing you some skills right here doing this upside down. Just kidding. It's probably going to be all wonky, but it's okay. What was I doing? What was the craft? Shoot, it was something that had, what was it? Male and female. Mom, what was it? Oh, it was, wait, what was it? It was something electrical, wasn't it? Shoot, I can't, you guys, I'm bad. Now I can't even tell you the story because I can't remember. Life, you like good by itself? Oh, down like that? What was it that I was crafting with that? Magnets. Yes. Okay, so I knew she'd remember. So you guys, I was crafting with magnets. Okay, I was making this board where you could change out magnets for like each season. And you know the polar of the, I can say that now because my dad educated me, but the polars of the magnets come together or they resist each other. And oh, I remember what I was making once you said that. So I was trying to get the magnets right, because I was putting magnets on the board and then I wanted to be able to like, you know, like switch them out, but I had to make sure the magnets were right. And I was like, these male and female ends, or I was like asking people what's it called when they don't, you know, like they don't come together or whatever. And people were like, they're male and female. And I was like, oh yeah, that sounds right. And my dad was like they're north and south pole is what he said, and I just died laughing because I was like, oh my gosh, he's so smart. Oh, and you guys, he would get on my lives, you know, he just, because he followed me on my page, and he would get on my lives and he'd be like, and and I'd be, hi Dad, you know. It's like, oh shoot. All right, does this still look good? Does good look good? Okay, I gotta turn it a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll do it like that, you guys. I think we'll do it like that. What do you think? Bring it over a little bit. No, I kind of like it like that. Keep it over there. Oh, I know, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Well, I feel like I feel like I know what I'm talking about a lot of the times, but whatever follower said that it was male, female, I was down with it. I was like, yeah, oh yeah, that's right. You know, like a plug, you know, you have to have the, you know, male and female. I thought it sounded good, but it was hilarious. They were laughing at me. So that's why I go back and watch the replays, because people educate me afterwards. Like, no, that wasn't right. I'm like, oh, whoops, my bad. Okay, you guys, we got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes and counting. Now, I can always go back and rearrange the flowers. The only thing I glued this one onto the front, and I glued that one a little bit down there. I might adjust this one up a little bit, maybe just to bring it like, so it's more like that, a little bit there. I'm gonna hold this up. You love this. This is one you did for your mom. Yes, my mom. Well, my mom, oh, you like that, this one and the quilt piece for my mom. So my mom has the pocket on her door. Oh my gosh, you guys, how stinking cute. I'm a little biased with this one because this reminds me of my dad and I love it so much. I love it. I think it's so pretty. But you guys, I'm a sunflower lover. And, you know, the John Deere green and the corn, I just think it's cute. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon on Craft Around the Clock. Don't forget, there are many more crafters the rest of the evening and the rest of the week for the Down on the Farm week, y'all. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I'm gonna add it in here but I just forgot. But I have to go because my time's almost. Well, maybe I can grab one here. I almost forgot one of my. This reminded me of my grandpa. Look, I have wheat. Oh my gosh! I can't believe I almost forgot the wheat. The corn and the wheat were for the farmers. Did you hear me? For the farmers. I almost forgot the wheat. Oh, look at that. Look at the wheat. You see it? I'm just going to add some wheat. This is real wheat, you guys. I mean, like, somebody picked this stuff. No, I don't know. I think I got it. Oh, it came from Hobby Lobby, but it was on clearance. I did not pay $7.99 for this wheat. I think it was on clearance, probably like 90% off. You knew I was going to add some straw in there? Well, I'm going to add some in here, but I'm going to have to go because the next crafter's turn. But you guys, I will post a picture of this with the wheat. I'm going to arrange a little bit better. That's a little bit too tall there. But thank you. Yeah, you guys like the wheat. I almost forgot. I put over by the garbage can. I almost forgot my wheat. Goodness. Oh, your dad's been gone 7 years. Oh, sorry for your loss, Miss Karen. But you guys, thank you so much for being here. And everybody, life is good. You have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.